This is Smithy.tv.
Bonjour et bonsoir.
I'm sorry, I don't speak French.
Right in there. And there's my notes for the night. I had this whole cute little thing ruined.
Come for the French, stay for the ridiculousness.
But anyway, I am Tim. With me as always is Sue. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Tim.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for the applause. Yeah.
And tonight, Smithy TV's The Mind Reels is happy to have back with us our awesome friend, Rebecca Sandulak.
Hello.
One of my favorite photographers, by the way.
Aw, thank you.
She hasn't even shot us yet.
Not officially.
Well, Instagrammed.
She Instagrammed the hell out of us.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
My Instagram feed's known for my attractive friends, so consider yourself lucky. Just saying.
Yeah. Family.
There it is.
And we're also joined, and I'm going to slaughter your name right off the bat, Micheline Marchildon.
I told you I don't speak French. Yes, that's actually perfect.
How would you say your name?
No, Micheline Marchildon. That was perfect.
Thank
you.
So yes, thank you for letting Rebecca drag you along, because, you know, I hear there was promises.
Skipping down the street from what we saw.
Yes, skipping.
Having a Sex and the City moment.
It was a Sex in the
So
City
were.
moment. Yeah.
We guffawed loudly through our heads. And we were like holding arm in arm carrying shopping bags. It was fantastic. And then Young Street, with no snow and all the Christmas lights. It was perfect. Fantastic.
Just like LA.
No, it really felt like we were in New York. Yes,
It
exactly.
really
Just
felt
like-
like it felt like a very New York style. No.
Weird.
But enough about us. What do you
Yeah,
think about
well,
us?
Well,
Wait a minute.
I'm hoping Rebecca did not warn you about any of this and tell you any of what we do in our
I don't know if you realize, I just woke up from a drug-induced coma about 2 minutes ago.
Nice.
Dragged me in here, so this is great.
Excellent.
I have no expectations.
Yeah.
Good. Because
And we use Ruffles Hot Wings chips.
that will bring you
Totally
around.
And that's not a metaphor.
Sponsorship, please.
Yeah, exactly. Is rough.
Not a euphemism.
Yeah.
Because we always like to start with, and we're going to make sure you still feel this way, Amelie, is still your favorite movie?
Well, you know, I've been thinking about that question
For some time now.
I have
Since we first met.
Basically since June. I've been like, is that really, you know, it's my favorite film? But then I was thinking about what film I have truly loved and what I've quoted the most throughout my entire life. And I'd have to say, without a doubt,
Big Lebowski.
No, National
Hangover.
Lampoon's
Oh,
European
nice.
Vacation.
Really?
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. There's like,
Not even the first one, but all right.
yeah, European Vacation. You know, there's just, yeah, that's, as far as comedies go, that one goes down as one of my all-time favorite, you know, favorite comedies. So there's a new genre for you guys.
All
And I would have
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
That's your favorite? Yeah.
Out of the vacations.
Yeah. There's something, you know, from the pig in the poke beginning, like straight through, like I'm in stitches.
Is that an app? Or this one? Is that on
It
Facebook?
should be. It should be. Yeah, it's like Farmville,
The flying
but
poke.
Rebecca has invited you to play the pig and poke.
yeah,
Not a euphemism.
my friends have all blocked me now because I can't get enough of pig in the poke.
Wow.
Oink, oink, oink.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, so
that's
there you
my
are.
answer.
With that
There you
kind
go.
of
New
lead-in,
answer for you guys.
What is your all-time favorite movie?
Well, I didn't realize it was all-time favorite. I just kind of came in with one that's
All
really
right.
warmed
Yeah.
my cockles, and
Wow.
that is a euphemism.
Yes.
In the past year or so, and I love it to bits, is Away We Go. And I don't remember all the name of it. Well, Maya Rudolph, of course, that I adore. I love that it's a dramatic role for
Yeah.
her, but she's so friggin' hilarious, just from
Remember
SNL
that.
and all of her
That's,
characters.
what's his face from The Office? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. God, John.
The sort of
Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
romantic, dorky guy from The Office that we
John
love.
Krasinski.
That's him.
There
This
you
is
go.
why I
I
bring
love
her
how you
along.
got that from John Jacob Jingleheimer.
And so together they're this couple who they're pregnant and they're trying to find a place to live. And so it's a road movie and it's a buddy movie and it's a romantic comedy all at once. But at the same time, it's dramatic and
It was
it's
really-
so
yeah.
touching and it's poetic. It's
Cockle
everything-
warming.
Thank you. Yes.
Cheers.
Get the words right out of my
I do that from time to time. Still
heard that.
You
Way
guys,
too much fun in here.
We'll be
Yeah,
Facebook
right.
friends by tomorrow.
this is what we do.
Yeah.
But you two have kind of worked together to bring us a new web series.
Yes.
Je Me Souviens Pas.
Yes.
Which to me means I remember nothing.
I remember not. I remember not.
Not. Remember when the guy from Anthrax had "not" engraved into his chest hair? This is like an awesome '80s
Wow.
reference.
Wow.
Anyway, I'll find an old tiger. I'll find an old tiger beat photo and I'll send it to you on Twitter.
Anyways, it has nothing to do
It
with
has
our web
nothing to do with
series.
that.
Remember that?
Remember
Nothing.
that? But like that kind of like not feeling.
Yeah. But remember, that was subconscious. That came after. So I remember
mind
not
driven.
as the translation of what it is, but Je Me Souviens is kind of the insignia of Quebecois
course.
culture. And for me, it's a web series of love because I'm Franco-Manitoban. I grew up French-speaking.
Not an easy thing to say.
No. Does not roll off the tongue nor the cockles.
Came from my cockles. It really did, though. It did. I grew up Franco-Manitoban, and it's you kind of feel like a freak when you go to Quebec for the first few times because they say you're from Manitoba and you speak French. What? And then they
Do they say it like that,
weird.
though, too?
Well, no, but they kind of stare at you funny and kind of take a picture.
Are you from
and
a
just walk
reservation,
away.
maybe? Somewhere far
Kind
off?
of, yeah. Right, they,
Speaking,
kind of,
and I'm sorry to jump ahead, but I did watch your demo reel today
Okay.
on YouTube. And is it Birch LaFontaine?
My favorite.
Awesome character.
I love.
Awesome character.
I love Birch
I forgot
LaFontaine.
that I created that character. But I need to
TV
revisit.
from my wigwam.
Yes, just to give you a little preface, I have a sketch character comedy reel on YouTube if you want to watch it, under Micheline Marchildon, sketch demo character. And there's a bunch of characters that I put together,
It was
and one of them
so
is
funny.
a bisexual. Well, he's not bisexual.
It's
He's
kind of like an
transgender.
It's Pat kind of character.
He's transgender. He's kind of hasn't found himself in
Or herself.
or
Yeah.
herself. And his name is Birch LaFontaine, and he doesn't know if he's a wigwam or a teepee. And his therapist tells him to relax. He's too tense. Not my joke,
Yep. That was a good joke.
but it was a great
I
wig
heard,
and
I
a
heard
great
the
character.
joke and I'm like, and it literally took like that half second to kind of sit in. I'm like,
It's dorky, and that's why I love it.
it was
Just
so
thinking
good.
about it, I missed it just like I love Birch LaFontaine.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
It was awesome. It was hilarious. And yeah, it's all on YouTube. I watched all 3 of your demo reels because research.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
Yeah, at work, by the way.
Wonderful.
You know,
But yeah.
on
I
your
was
lunch,
working
on your lunch
on my
break.
novel.
Yes. Break, which I didn't take.
Anyway,
Anyway.
It's a web series.
Yes, the web series.
Um,
Which is what? It's 7, 8 episodes.
It's 8 episodes. They're anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes each, so it's a total of about 22 minutes for the 8 episodes. And yeah, it came about because I applied for a grant to Point TV, which is Radio-Canada, the French CBC's sort of web network. And I promptly did not get the bursary, and I am glad because I did this friggin' thing myself.
Take that.
Which is way better. But after
freedom, you bastards.
the rage made this that much sweeter. So after writing this French, basically this French pitch for this web series, and not getting the money, I sat with Rebecca and drank wine. And,
a lot of wine that night, so much that I fell asleep on Micheline's lap. Well,
No.
I pet her. I was petting her head.
Where are the Instagrams of that?
that was pre-Instagram. Well, Instagram was just on the verge of becoming
Thanks to you.
the entity. Yes, yeah. Yeah. So,
How are we doing?
speaking of Instagram, yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Very.
So anyway, so after that talk, basically Rebecca kind of dared me and started high-fiving me a lot. She's like, "Hey, just pay my ticket, pay my plane ticket, and we're gonna go," because we were in Winnipeg at the time because we're both originally from Winnipeg, and so I was visiting and we were hanging out on our couch and drinking and crying and laughing. It was lovely, and the next day she said. Buy my ticket to Montreal and I will fly down there and I'll shoot that for free and let's just make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. And a few days later, ticket booked, and 3 weeks later, we were in Montreal on the Saint-Jean-Baptiste, and we shot for 4 days and we got her done.
Wow.
Plus 1 day of reshoot in December. We did.
No, it wasn't a reshoot. It
wasn't a
just
reshoot. It was a shoot of the stand-up portions of the whole thing.
Oh,
Because
okay.
my
Yeah,
character...
Yeah.
And now we're going to tell you what the web series is actually about.
We had two pickup days. We had two pickup days, which was the stand-up stuff, and then I went out and shot a boatload of
That is true.
Montreal exteriors when I was living in Montreal for the past year.
Nice.
So basically she dared me, and a few weeks later we did it, and
3 weeks later, we were shooting.
So it all happened pretty quickly, but this one over here is an amazing, just a bit of a muse, I gotta say.
Aw.
And just really an instigator, and as soon
That I
as...
believe.
Yes.
You want to get a project happening? Call this lady. She'll tweet that shit in no time. You're like, when do we see the movie? It's not shot yet, but you just tweeted 1,000 times. I know, isn't it amazing? Those are the first 1,000 viewers of our movie. And it's true. Brilliant. Amazing. So we shot that, and then I was very busy for a long time, so it took a while for me to finish editing. And here we are. I'm launching it on November 27th, 2012. And... very excited about it. Am I answering your question?
Sure, why not?
Wow. I was Astro Boy for a second.
Now, it's kind of weird because since Guidestones, we've kind of learned that there's this whole, it's not exactly a subculture because it's definitely growing,
Yeah.
that web series are kind of turning out to be the way to go right now for a lot of people.
Way of the future.
Yeah. So,
Well, I think it's. I mean, looking at I've been following Katie Bolin. She just shot her
long
web
story short.
series. I have a good friend also from Montreal. He now lives here, cinematographer. He shot a web series in Montreal, and that show was fantastic, and it had a huge following. That was about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I think now. So, and it just seems that, there's so many creative people who want to be making projects and, it's hard to land gigs and we have to keep our energy moving. And I think, a lot of times there's union restrictions for a lot of actors to be able to do things. And this new media is an outlet for them to tackle the creative
And stop
drive
the
that they need
horrible
to do.
sing-along blog
So
during the writers' strike.
as a result, I think things are being addressed now. So that there may be new things in place, so that actors and other crew members, other creative people might not be able to have the freedom we've had. We're kind of all being rogues with this right now. Who knows where?
Renegade.
Who knows? Yeah.
Led.
Yeah, cue the sticks, please. Thank you.
Sticks? These ones? Sticks.
No, come on, Lawrence Gowan, come on.
I know. I knew that.
Sticks.
Not talking about the
Renegade. Anyway, I just think that it's a really cool time for creative people to be doing things like this, and I mean, feature films are hard to make. That takes a lot more money most of the time, unless you're crazy to do a $5,000 feature, which some crazy maniacs do once in a while. But it seems that this is just such a great outlet for people. And for us, our distributor is that really exclusive company called YouTube.
World-renowned.
World famous
I don't know how
distribution.
you guys locked that in.
We don't know. It was crazy,
That's
we
a
just
coup.
emailed. We just logged in and accepted our show. I've never had a pitch go so easy. Anyway, so I just find it's just a great way for us to keep moving in creative ways, and all the power to the people who are doing it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to chime in to say that.
Yeah.
And that's our
I
show.
agree. Yeah.
My goggles aren't doing so well. I need to just go. Okay.
But Micheline's, you're like all over the place in Quebec from what I've seen.
Go on.
You're a whore.
But I insist. What do you mean by all over the place?
Well, you've done sitcoms. You've now I couldn't understand it all because it was French.
Yeah,
But
okay. I
don't
could do a
speak
quick
lot of the
rundown
French.
for the people.
But
who
yeah,
have
you've
no
got
idea
like it's not.
Yes.
It's not like a news program in a sport, but you're out there.
Yes, I was. I was hosting a travel show. Yeah, Viens voir ici,
Yeah, see?
which brought me all over Canada 3 times over, because I did 3 seasons of basically interviewing French Canadians outside of Quebec. It's quite the
Oh, cool.
it's quite the niche I've got going on. all of the shows I've done Pretty much all the shows have been francophones outside of Quebec oriented, so I'm like the poster child. Which is why I'm like, well,
Who
now
else feels like a freak?
exactly. I'm like, it's my calling to do a web series about this. Yes, like the holy grail of Franco Ontario going on. So I was in or Franco Manitobiana.
British Franco-Tabumanian.
Yes, I know about them. See, the word is getting out. But
Not very easily.
there's way too much giggling going on here, and I love it. What was I saying? I don't remember. I'm tired.
Poster child.
Poster
Poster
child.
child. Yes, interview number 5. Got to keep going up. For French Canadians outside of Quebec, which I love and which I've been proud of being my entire life, and ever since I was a little girl, it was like, watching Québécois TV on the one French station we had in the little prairie Manitoba town, and I was like, they're so pretty and French and have a different accent from me, and I was like, someday they're gonna see me. Because back then I kept waving at the TV and I kind of thought they could see me, but they couldn't. So that's why I
Even
created
that
the web
bitch
series.
on Romper Room couldn't see.
She never said Rebecca.
No.
I would,
And that's
or
a standard
Becky.
name.
Exactly.
Micheline, I waited a long time. I'm gonna find her.
Still waiting.
At her house. Living in Rosedale somewhere. At her house. Anyway, romper what? I made my own romper room. It's called Je Me Souviens Pas. It's a web series. Anyway, what was I saying?
Poor Rebecca.
Oh my goodness. So I've done all sorts of French Canadian stuff. This French sitcom that we shot in Sudbury for 4 seasons for TFO. I played the bitchy producer on there, which was lovely. So I worked with amazing people. So it was time to just kind of do my own thing and take all of these experiences of many seasons of TV in this Franco outside of Quebec world, and just kind of do my own thing. Because you can't, as an actor and creative, and I've produced one-woman shows and stuff. I can't sit and wait for the phone to ring, or I can't sit and wait for my agent, even though my agent now is doing such a great job, but I just need to go and create my own thing to make it happen. And there's no better person to write a role for me than me, I think. There probably are, actually. But it's you, call me. Seriously, the number is 647-8. So that's it. That's my rant.
That's very. That wasn't really a rant.
Wasn't it a rant? Was it? Okay.
It was actually rather nice.
I don't think you can call it a rant.
I was trying to just sum it all up.
The romper room bit, maybe.
That was awesome.
That was a rant.
Yeah.
That will go viral.
I was just going to say, my shit's going to go viral. So, all right. Next question.
Cool. Next question.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I interviewed 300 people for 2 years.
We're drinking water.
Yeah, I'm like, this gum?
We're still drinking sake.
Yeah. See, that I would
No.
believe.
No, we're not. No, we're
I
not.
just had a bunch of coffee
Just
to
had
make it
little.
through.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, but now, how did you guys get hooked up? Well, I don't
How
wanna say
did
hooked
how
up,
did
but-
we hook up?
Yes.
It was a
Well-
wonderful story.
It was my birthday. Well, it was actually, I think, the day after my birthday, about 12 years ago, and the film Inertia
Oh, this is a good story.
was screening at the Garrick Theatre in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh, the Garrick.
And the esteemed Sean Garrity, who's a wonderful filmmaker,
Lovely.
wonderful
He's
man, is a friend of both of ours, and
one of Canada's top independent filmmakers.
absolutely,
Got a big
and
thumbs up from
Top
Ryan.
filmmakers in general.
big
It's more than
thumbs.
just independent
He's
filmmaker at
he's
this
a
point.
great man altogether. And
We love you, Sean.
We love you, Sean. Sean and I actually have the same birthday. On another note, so
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Moving on.
Get
So
to
Sean,
the
I
part
was
of the
I was
story.
in a director's workshop that Sean was teaching, and he said to all of us, "Come and see my movie. It's playing tomorrow night." And of course, I went to see it, and one Micheline Marchildon was the star of the film.
Well, it
Very,
was-
very short hair.
very short
I had
hair.
minimal amount of hair. We were 4 stars. Four
Yeah,
stars.
one of these stars, one of the 4.
Ensemble cast. We were like
5
4 or
stars, including Winnipeg.
Oh,
And what were you like
yes.
at that?
Oh, yes.
Like 12?
That's right.
Yes.
I was. Yes, I had called up Sean Garrity. I'm like, hey, I want to be in your movie. You're doing improv and stuff. Cool. Because you can do that in Winnipeg. That's how I worked with Guy Madden. That's how I worked with anyone. And they're like, who are you?
Come on
Show
down.
up.
Yeah.
Show up. Bring your own craft services. I'm like, okay. So I ended up working with Sean because I was well cast for this ensemble or improv movie that he wanted to create, which is called Inertia, and we scripted that. Did some improv for about a year and a half, on and off, in like people's basements and living rooms with a little video camera. And from there, he scripted. Looking back,
Why was I never wearing
That
this?
explains why Sean. That's why Sean Garrity is so brilliant.
the movie
And
was
it-
supposed to be called Pantsless, but we called it Pantsless in Winnipeg, but we called it Inertia.
Yeah. So after the
premiere.
Winnipeg premiere, Micheline was surrounded by fans, and I broke through it. I said, "I really
It's
liked
family,
what you did."
actually.
Yeah.
More fans.
I saw them as fans, and I
Wait,
elbowed them
Mom.
out of my way, especially her mother. Yeah. Who needs her?
She was taking up too much airtime.
Yeah, totally. And I went over and I said, "You were fantastic. It was really great." And I've been in Sean's workshop, and she looked at me with these big eyes, and she was like, "Oh, thank you." And the following month, there was the Film Exchange, which is the former Winnipeg Film Festival, no longer exists. And Misha and I were hobnobbing at the festival, and we went out for sushi. And I kind of, which we just did tonight.
It's come full circle. It's come full circle. No, but I thought Rebecca was lovely, like to have come up to me after the film and just had so much enthusiasm and true joy about the film and passion for the industry. And she's this young photographer and up and coming, lady of Winnipeg.
I was just
and
a
I
wee
thought she
babe
was
then
amazing.
too. Micheline was 12. I was 8.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
So it was, and then from there, like, we just
Rolled around in
became-
our ski pants and made like snow people and snow
and now
angels.
she's one of my best friends.
Which you also just did.
Yeah.
On the way here.
Yeah.
It's in Toronto.
Flaming labias everywhere.
Oh, why do you
Okay.
have to say
Oh,
that?
I'm
It's
sorry.
the lights on the street.
It's the
You
lights
have to
on the
explain
streets.
it.
Okay, check out my Instagram.
See, Ryan's
feed.
nodding
Yeah.
now. He
The
agrees.
lights,
Yeah.
the lights
Don't
on
they
the
look
street.
like flaming labias on Elm Street?
Initially, when they were putting on
That just
the
sounds like a
sign, I thought they
movie.
were fish.
I was like, Jesus fish.
The reference still stands.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
That just sounds
See?
like a movie, though. The
I'm not-
Flaming Labias of Elm Street.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
God, that'd be scary.
That's a great
All is a
title.
nightmare, I guess.
And I can't wait to come to the premiere. You're welcome for the title. I'll only
And
take
so-
40%.
yes. So if you Google the streets, are we in a
Oh,
Flintstones episode? Careful, somebody's tiptoeing.
You have a cement reminder.
Yes.
A cement reminder?
Yes. There's a story behind that.
Yeah. We can't do that and not tell
We
us.
have to.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
To be telling. We have a reminder.
I just kind of want to put both of you in pajamas and give you pillows. And
We do.
We're like,
We're usually.
after this, seriously, we made a reminder so we wouldn't forget. Yeah, we made a reminder so we wouldn't forget. My ESL is kicking in, okay? The English second language thing is really working out for me. Anyway, is it today there's like they're laying new cement and making new sidewalks
Yeah.
in Hyde Park where in an
We
area.
don't want the police to come
Oh,
after.
yeah, right. So we have a plan to go deface the cement and write our
We
names
want to put
in
our
it.
names in the slide.
Yeah. So we made a reminder because we knew with our busy schedules of press that we would forget.
Yeah.
So that's
we
the reminder
wanted to
on her
go.
phone.
So I put a reminder for cement.
Who's going to listen to this? Seriously, we're talking about
I
the
just
madness.
snoozed it. That's
Our producer snoozed it.
I'm gonna be goose laughing soon.
Okay, next question.
Next question.
Very serious. So we
Is Milo going to get his paw prints in the cement?
No, because that'd be too much to clean.
That's true.
But he might join us for the walk.
but he might poop on the cement just for fun.
Just for fun.
His
He likes-
dog.
Yeah.
For shits
No,
and
they know
giggles.
him. They go way back. They're Facebook friends.
Okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
Did I finish my story?
So basically we enjoy slumber parties and tickle wars just like every other best
Yes. So if
friends.
you're interested, 647-899. No.
I was getting my phone out actually.
But yeah,
Continue.
but we go way back.
Hire us
Micheline
for bar
she's one-
mitzvahs and
Ironically, I can write a part for that.
But I've also, Micheline and I have worked together. When she had a one-woman show in the Winnipeg Fringe about 8 years ago. Was that 8 years ago? I was her stage manager.
She saw me naked a lot backstage.
We've been up.
Just to give you
we've
some
been,
visuals back home.
Yeah, we've been up, down, all around town.
Oh, dear.
No, but yeah, she's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
So that's where that is. And then it's just been amazing that we could share this creative journey together as well. And we're still best of friends, which is awesome. But it's great because we've survived a lot.
Yeah,
that's
some
for
days
sure.
less best than others.
Yeah.
And then the other days
We've laughed, we've
bump up the
cried,
best.
and we know each other well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Well, it's like war buddies. War buddies in the friendship and in the work.
Yeah.
Learning
Yeah.
a lot.
Dragging each other through.
I believe it.
It's
Yeah.
true. You
I
go
believe
through
it.
painful times and then you're like, all right, let's
Yeah.
friggin' do this. We're
And then
doing
you just
this.
high five your way through. I'm all
We do
about,
that
I'm all
every
about
day.
the high fives.
There it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bazinga.
Owning
Did
it.
we answer your questions about the
Hi-ya.
series? I don't know. I feel like what's that?
She just chimes in every now and then.
So the series, did we talk about what it's actually about?
I don't know. No.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Okay. Should I
So-
go on?
Yes,
Go ahead,
please. Your
Mish.
character.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your character. What it does, what she does.
Well, I'm gonna throw down what I like to call my reference. She says it's too out of date, but to me, this is Micheline's Gary Shandling because this is her
All right.
playing a character called Mish, in playing a Franco-Manitoban, which she is. It's
Which Gary
it's a-
Shandling also is.
Yeah, yeah. The
Little known fact.
similarities
I do
are uncanny, but
Well, it's that it's about it's about oh geez, where do I start? But Gary Shandling in that you see a woman creating her own web series, but also doing stand-up. So the beginning and the end of each episode has me, my character Mish, doing some comedy, and then you see the inner workings of making that comedy happen in the middle, like in the meat of it. So a little Seinfeld, a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little
Yeah.
Seinfeld-y,
Yeah.
but towards the start of the series on the show.
Yeah, yeah. But then
Yeah.
you add a little bit of a Sex and the City flavor, as in she just has these like sexual missteps or at least sexual misstep.
Of course she does.
Yes, of course, because it just wouldn't be rompalicious without.
We
a
saw
sexual
one of
misstep.
those in the.
Yeah, you just viewed that episode before.
Yeah. Got enough hair on his back.
There's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not me, the guy.
Yeah.
In
I
the
would
bed.
not have wanted to be on the casting call for that. I mean, what do you do? Like, just take off your shirt and check off hair?
Well, that was
he look
actually
like
added
he's
on
wearing
hair.
something?
Yeah.
we
Oh,
got
okay.
that glued on before the scene. But yes,
yeah,
if you
really great makeup effects. Really great makeup effects. Yeah. And a little bit of CGI. Actually, most of our post budget went to the CGI for back hair.
Wow. Wow. I'm just like trying to finish describing the story. But I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, what is it about? No. So she moves to Montreal and she's kind of a country bumpkin, this Micheline character. And somewhat autobiographical, except I ended up moving to Toronto. But just channeling that vulnerability of a character, of someone moving to a new city and just being kind of steamrolled over by the circumstances, and to be able to create her web series that is really her characters that she does that are very Manitoban infused and very francophone outside of Quebec. She has to write with a Quebecois writer. So this network that's sort of giving
We
her
also
so many.
saw.
Yes. And so she needs to write with him, and she's being sort of forced to write with him because there's this duality within French Canadian culture in general. You can't just say French Canadian, because there is the Quebecois and then there's the other French Canadians that are outside of Quebec. And the culture is quite different, because for me, I grew up watching, one French TV station, which was Radio-Canada, and so watching stuff like Passepartout and, like some very wacky French Canadian over-the-topness, which is lovely because it gave me a lot of who I am, and then a bunch of American stations. So I grew up on, reruns of MASH and WKRP in Cincinnati and ridiculous, and Three's Company and that fun stuff. And so I love to infuse that stuff in there as well. But in the show, you see her get to Quebec and need to write with this Quebecois who just they kind of don't get each other's humor. And then, of course, they accidentally sleep together, because that's what happens when you're just trying to work it out, and then whoops, tequila gets involved.
Wow.
And
I am in the wrong job.
and the rest is history. So there you go. Yeah,
The rest
hilariousness ensues.
Yeah, you have to tune in to YouTube on November 27th, and we'll be airing 2 episodes on the 27th, and then 1 episode a day for the next 6 days.
okay.
So it's going to be
7 days of Miche.
Yeah,
Which is awesome.
essentially.
And then after that, it's just every day of Miche, because it'll just be on YouTube forever. So.
Forever.
So if you're listening in 2013, just go to YouTube. It's all there.
Yeah, you can watch it all in 25 minutes or less.
And it is called Je Me Souviens Pas, just to refresh your memory in case you forgot. Je Me Souviens Pas. Je Me Souviens Pas means you can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh my God, heard a joke.
Yeah.
So crazy.
And you do wear some kick-ass boots in the.
Right now?
Yeah. Those are them. Those are them. Look.
Both of us.
Wow.
Okay,
Superheroes.
I'm gonna get crap. Okay.
I'm just saying, I noticed
And I
that.
do wear some great boots.
Yeah,
When?
in the clips there when you're on stage as Miche. I'm just going.
Oh, that's not Miche. That's that character.
Yeah, that character, that
Oh.
stand-up
With the
character.
wig,
Yeah.
with the blonde wig.
Yeah.
She's she's like an over-exaggerated Franco-Manitoban.
I just,
Teenager.
yeah.
Well, no, she talks like a teenager, but and she
I'm
just
saying,
kind of says real
I was
things.
digging the boots. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, thank you.
And I think Sue was digging the Daniel Boone. Right?
Yes.
Yes, the raccoon tail hanging beside my face.
That was her homage to Toronto. The raccoon tail.
No, it's my homage to actually the funny thing.
Like how?
All the raccoons in Toronto.
Well, it's funny because a lot of also another part of sort of being Franco-Manitoban is and what I wanted to make fun of as well is that we are really proud of our folklore, like Franco-Manitobans. We have the Festival de Voyageurs.
Oh, sugar. Sorry, everyone.
Really got to get to that cement.
We didn't do it. It was not our names you saw in the cement.
And we were just really attached to our folklore, which I think is also kind of happens a lot with small pockets of French Canadians outside of Quebec, because it's harder for us to create our own pop culture on a daily basis, which what Quebec is doing. They have this critical mass, so their pop culture is evolving every day. And so smaller pockets like, in Winnipeg or in Alberta, or we still like to really honor our folklore, which I think is amazing and I love. And we have a huge festival of course, in February in Winnipeg, because that's the best time to make a festival. To have a festival.
It's balmy at that time of year.
Yeah.
Totally. Actually, it always melts the week before. All the ice sculptures melt.
Yeah.
And they look like really creepy, and it's awesome.
And then it enters a deep freeze, so they're like
Frozen gargoyles.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's an amazing festival, and tens of 40,000 people attend every year.
Oh.
And it's called the Festival de Voyageurs, and it's a French-Canadian festival, and it really rivals the Quebec, the Quebecois, what the hell is it called again? The Carnaval. I'm ashamed. The Carnaval in Quebec.
Yeah.
It's a huge festival, and everybody's dressed like voyageurs, like the coureurs de bois, with like the fur traders, the voyageurs from the 1700s.
Rebecca's just nodding, by the way.
So
And you can have maple syrup on a stick.
yes, the whole
Yeah.
maple syrup,
Yeah.
your
I knew they'd
snowshoes, the caribou drinking, gun toting.
You lost me there.
It's fun times. Beard wearing.
I can't pull off a beard
toque.
anymore, though.
Yeah, I think you could. I think you could.
This kind of works. No, I had it. As a matter of fact, this might
Treat
be the time to
Williams
reveal. I did have one, and I showed the picture to Sue. We'll post it. I promise it'll be up on one of my Lord of the Rings posts that is coming. But
Oh yes.
but there's a picture when one of the Lord of the Rings films came out for sale on DVD. We had like the big standees in our store, because I was working in a video store. Yes, that's where I was. And it was Aragorn, Viggo Mortensen. He had like the long hair and the beard, and I had the long hair and the beard.
And you're like, I am Vigo.
well, people would
Viggo is
stop.
me.
They would walk by the store and they go, Is that Tim? So we've got a picture of me standing next to
Oh,
this
that's
statue.
fantastic. And you've got the same
So-
piercing eyes,
almost-
laser eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Well, well,
I'm thinking it might be time to kind of grow it back in.
Do it.
I think-
Do it.
If you
Although
grow
there's
it
more
from now,
gray.
do it time for the
Much more
Hobbit.
gray here in my hair though now.
Silver Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Denishka Esterhazy's husband? He's a silver fox. He's got a beard as well.
You know,
Highly recommend it.
I wasn't talking about her husband, but I was talking about her because she's kind of got Joe Beth Williams things going on.
Well, yeah, or the Anne Bancroft
see,
hair. That's what she likes to say.
Well, I don't know. See,
Hi,
if she-
Denishka.
If she knew what the reference I was making for Joe
Yeah.
Beth Williams, though, because she was really hot in Poltergeist. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm sure Dee would like that as well. But I think
Yeah, you would.
she's definitely she's all about the Anne Bancroft from what I know.
Fair enough.
But she's a pretty open-minded girl, so let's see what she says
Let's
back
just put
to
that
us.
out there.
Yeah.
So that's my story about raccoon tails.
The end.
Tribute to Toronto. I like closure. I
Yeah.
like closure on my stories. And see.
Well, now that you've
Sticks.
finished.
Tail slate.
Wow. And then now that you're done with the web series, what are both of you going to do from here on out?
Oh, jeez. Do we have to talk
Kick
about
back,
that?
relax, drink lots of wine.
Well, I think we're just going to keep promoting the meep out of it.
You can swear if you want.
We're going to
You can say
promote
whatever
the
you want.
shit out of
See,
it.
there you go.
Oh, I felt good.
Gonna pimp that.
That came from the cockles too.
Yeah, we're going to promote it and try to get a second season
Yeah.
of this web series and try to get it sold to a network, either for web or for TV.
Yeah.
And if not, I'm just going to keep making some capsules, like various little web capsules. I have other ideas for French and
Nice.
English, and other ideas that are kind of a spin-off of this character doing stuff in Montreal. Just some a little bit more Sex in the City than Seinfeld kind of scenarios. So, but of course, always with a comedic bent.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, for those of us who aren't fluent in French, are we going to be able to watch it in English?
Absolutely, and I am so glad you asked. Because we're presently translating it all, and YouTube, someday it will own us and it will bite us in the ass. But right now, I really love YouTube because... Sorry, I did not say that. That's our distributor.
Yeah, we love them. We don't want them to cut
It's
us
so
out.
practical because they offer you to quite simply translate it. So the trailer right now online, if you go to Je Me Souviens Pas,
Yep.
and you click on the little CC, and it's
Saw it this
captions.
morning.
There you go. So it's
yeah.
translated. So you
Yeah.
can watch it with subtitles, and the whole series will be subtitled.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm happy with that.
Je Me Souviens
I would
Pas.
watch that.
Yeah.
Go to our Facebook.
I've already seen
Like
2
us.
episodes. I can say I quite enjoy it. So.
Oh, thanks.
And I didn't even speak French, so.
Now, you guys
Un
were
petit peu.
actually genuinely laughing. I'm an actor.
true.
I know when people are faking it. They were actually laughing.
I'm not a
I
very
was
good
going to say
actor.
something that's so mean, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
How about faking it?
I knew it. You didn't even have to say it.
And the official Facebook page is facebook.com/Je Me Souviens Pas.
Which I went in like today.
Did you?
Yes.
Thanks.
Aw,
Yay.
Yay! We are really blessed because within about a week and a half, we've had 700 views of the trailer.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And even I was actually being the social media
Butterfly
busy bee
extra.
that I am. Yes.
She didn't want
Or
to say
butterfly.
horror.
Yeah, I didn't want to say horror, but I have to be a whore in some element of my
She didn't
life.
want to
I
say horror
suppose.
because she's not actually getting paid for it. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta give the respect, where it's due.
Exactly. I do need to make some money though, so that's a different thing to explore.
Yes.
But
647.
that's your number.
want thanks.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Why did I make it dirty?
Anyway, what was I saying with that? Oh yeah. So I was looking at some projects that have been released by the CBC and other distributors, and on our Facebook page, even though it's essentially a small number as far as likes go, but we've already have over 200 likes, and the support's been really terrific. And guys like you bringing us in for interviews. The CBC, we had 4 interviews with the CBC today. It's been,
Lord.
yeah, it's
And
been.
that's just the beginning.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is just Monday.
It pays to have worked in French Canadiana for 13 seasons all over Canada.
Yeah, Micheline,
People
yeah.
give the love back. It's very nice.
She's a darling in the Franco
world?
In the Franco world, yes.
Oh, don't stop.
I won't. But I was just comparing it, and for us, I mean, it's just the two of us doing this, and we've got Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as our distributors. No one else, and just support of really awesome people in our community.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these other projects that the CBC has distributed, and here our little page has around 200 likes, and then I'm looking at these multi-million-dollar major distribution projects, and they have about 300 likes on their Facebook page.
51 likes.
And I'm like, even though it is just a social media victory, but to me, in this day and age, it's actually, I'm really excited, and I'm really proud of the support that people are bringing to this project.
Yeah.
And even for me, I'm, this, Anglo, who grew up in Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Manitoba. I studied French for 1 year, and in the past year and a half, I've gone from not even knowing how to say the full alphabet or counting past 10 to, people thinking that I am bilingual and receiving these wonderful emails from press and phone calls and
knowing the whole alphabet.
And I know now I can sing the alphabet, which is great. I won't. But she's doing great. It's been really exciting for me just to challenge myself in this new way. And I've always been so proud of the French Canadian culture and always wanted to know more about it. And even after living in Montreal for the past year and now being back here in Toronto, I feel that I just have such a greater understanding for this project. And for me, it's just been a really great victory to see the support that Micheline's receiving, and to it is her baby, but as I've been saying, I've been her midwife with this, helping her give birth, and now we're ready to throw the baby out for the world to catch.
We're throwing the baby out.
We're like Michael Jackson.
We're ready to dangle the baby.
There you go.
Darling, get the baby. Let's dangle the baby. We're ready for the world to see it.
Even if it's bad press, it's still press.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, we love our baby. We're not going to dangle it, but it is a dorky baby, and we're proud of it. It's its own quirky, dorky baby, and
we shot it for $2,000 and had 3 weeks of prep. Ish. And we're so lucky. Our crew, we had these awesome Franco-Manitobans and Quebecois
and Franco-Ontarians and Anglo-Quebecers. It was a love-in.
It really was a love-in. It was so awesome. My camera assistants, one guy is this amazing music video producer from Montreal. He does, a lot of big Canadian names, and even recently worked with Madonna, and he was our never heard of that girl, but
she have a web series?
She doesn't have a web series yet. No. So much for your innovation, Madonna. Eat this. No, but so he came out for a day, and to have him come out and shoot camera, it was awesome, and then we had this other girl, Stephanie Gerard Hamlin, who came out, and she was another camera assistant, and she does playback on major motion pictures that come through Montreal, and so we had some really great players in the Montreal community who came out, and then these former Winnipeggers who are now living in Montreal, like Jessie Dubé-Smith, who did sound, and Sydney Krause and Allery Alsop, who are two, Sydney's traditionally a wardrobe girl and Allery's an actor, so they both came in. They were PAs, and Sydney was even this amazing audience member who cackled louder than anyone else, and she was hilarious. So it's just been
and really and on the actor side of things, I mean, we had basically a Governor General Award-winning author who's also an actor, who's a Franco-Ontarian, unfortunately I can't say his name, but it's a long story, but who's an amazing gentleman, and he's also an actor and a playwright, and he lives in Montreal and has been working in TV and theater in Montreal for 20-30 years, and we called him up, and because he's Franco-Ontarian and loved the topic, and because he himself made a career out of writing about Franco-Ontarians and about how they were kind of invisible, and that's how so he said yes to the project, and he came and gave us 3 hours of his time. We shot all of his scenes, and he's brilliant. He plays my agent, Roger, who's this lovely this lovely kind of over the top fatherly kind of slightly sketchy agent, and he does a great performance. He's so
He's
lovely.
amazing. He's amazing.
And then
Yeah.
I had Christian Lorrain, who is an actor who's originally Quebecois, lives in Toronto. He's played on The Sopranos. He actually had an episode of The Sopranos, and he's now on Hard Rock Medical, which will be coming out 2013, being shot in Sudbury. He's amazing. He was in Météo Plus with me in the French sitcom in Sudbury, and what else? He did a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
who
and
else?
he starts off as
presence is amazing.
he's such a jerk in the show, and by the end of it, you just love him.
Yeah, he has these twinkly eyes. He's sexy and naughty.
His eyes, he's got the best eyes.
Much like you, yes. Thank you for pointing that out.
But his are brown.
Oh,
yeah.
And
Thank you for pointing it out.
I'm glad that
Yeah.
I was going to say it.
Yeah.
And so Christian,
Somebody had to.
Christian was lovely. You know, I trained him up to Montreal, and he did that, for free for me. And then Felix Ross, who's this, you'll see her. Well, she was the blonde, who's just ridiculously funny and so talented. And she just came up and gave us that. So it was a big love fest.
Yeah.
The shooting of the series. So, and I think it comes through in the.
And even on the
product.
pickup day, when we did this open call for essentially all of our friends in Montreal to come out on this cold December day and come sit around for maybe 6 hours, maybe 8. We don't know yet.
That's when we were shooting the stand-up. Oh my god!
Yeah, and
For like
she's
4 hours.
she's wanting to get through the monologues quickly, and we want to get these live audience reactions, and it was just, again, it was such a love, and like we ended up serving real beers, and people were just chilling out and having just a genuinely fun time.
Yeah.
And
they were supposed to not laugh. That was the really hard part, and I didn't realize that. They told me on the day, Micheline, so we were going to shoot your parts of you doing the stand-up on the stage, and while you're doing that, the audience can't laugh because for sound reasons we can't mix it. I'm like, what? They're not going to laugh. So I had to like yada 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 wah, and then they're like. But luckily one of my friends, she's a giggle puss, and she couldn't help herself, so she was like. I was just like focusing on her. I'm like, thank you, giving me the love.
yeah,
So that was great.
yeah, it was a really cool experience, and again, to shoot in Montreal, everything, it was it's a beautiful
You can
city.
Go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, amazing. It was a great experience. So feel really happy.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Awesome. Although we would be remiss if we did not mention the Baron this evening.
The Baron. He's at home watching
Do you want to show a picture
French
of the
TV.
Baron?
I don't have my phone on me. I
playing
think
the
the
cement
Baron-
jingle.
It's the Fred Flintstone phone. Tiptoe up to you.
Cement warning.
Cement morning.
Yeah, we gotta
But hopefully he's well. He's busy.
Oh. He's doing really well. He's been frolicking in High Park a lot, which is where he met you.
Yes.
He is just loving Toronto. He's just an absolute hit here.
You got to say his full name.
Baron Milo von Milano.
Has his own clothing line.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Rebecca
I don't know if you guys can.
Oh, it's off.
also has a
kill it.
clothing line of dog wear made
there we
of
go.
recycled
There.
clothing, recycled
that
human
work?
clothing.
That's the Baron. That's the Baron.
Inspired it all.
Oh, and it just went off again. There we go.
Yeah.
He's a pretty wonderful guy, and he's been, pestering.
We're
You do like groom.
Yeah, at least, I was gonna say, at least you're not picking, there's
Yeah.
not a lice thing going on.
Oh, that's
or
a juicy
something.
one. That's a juicy one. You got it. They saw that.
Yeah,
Okay.
awkward.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's
can
awesome.
edit
I love
that.
my dog. He's my best friend, and
Awesome.
thanks for asking about
Of
him.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah, her dog.
And if Madonna's watching this and you want to come on the show, you can.
Madonna, we do.
We're
That would
not
be a tough
saying
act
that
to
you
follow,
can't.
We
We're
do.
saying you don't have a web series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, make
but
a web
if you,
series and call it Sex or something.
if you
I'm just throwing ideas out
If
there.
you want to make a web series, and if you need any advice, Madonna,
And if you need a Twitter,
647
Facebook whore.
89.
I mean, Facebook Madonna. I mean, what? Why?
I don't know.
That was rude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I went over the top.
I hear she's single. Oh no,
Oh,
What?
you guys are just.
never mind.
Wow.
I know. No, she
She's
inspires
too old
me.
for
No,
me.
she
She's too
inspires
old
me.
for me. Who, Madonna or
I went
me?
to a Madonna off like a few weeks ago. It was amazing. I've never seen so many happy gay men in one room. There was a huge screen playing all of it. Were you there?
No.
Because you're like doing this a lot. You're like, I was there.
Well, I was like a Madonna off. and we're both like, huh?
What?
Oh, happy gay men. I understand.
Yes, there was like a back-to-back videos of her entire career, and I didn't even really dance. I was just like mystified. I'm like, yeah, she did all of that.
She's
and I'm
amazing. Yeah.
very impressed. There you go. Why did I say all that? Just because I felt bad that I was.
I think
trashing
they
Madonna?
did.
I think they're
Well,
probably
shit.
rich.
Okay.
She'll, yeah.
But you don't have a web series.
But you don't.
Yeah,
so-
call Rebecca if you want a web series made. Call
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Well, you already know our friend who was the camera operator on Je Me Souviens Pas. 1 degree of separation. Just saying.
oh yeah, that's right.
647.
That's why we're talking about it. That is so 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
But it's not anywhere near that anthrax hair chest comment.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's that.
go
Yeah,
back to
that one's
that.
far.
That was retro.
Yeah.
that was retro.
So
When I find
That
the
was
Tiger
classic.
Beat photo, you guys are going to be like,
don't
right
know.
on.
I don't think anyone
Actually,
would top
I don't think
our
it made.
Tiger
I think
Beat
it was too hardcore for Tiger Beat in 1986.
Yeah.
I'll be over here.
But I'll find it.
Keep going.
She doesn't remember much about anthrax because she was too busy making out with boys while it was playing.
No, I was too busy not being born. I was too busy not being born. I was too busy being a zygote.
Wow. Huh.
I mean, my next web series is about the year I was a zygote. Yes, a year. I was precocious. I knew I shouldn't leave the womb, so I stayed for a year. Oh God, I'm tired.
There goes Rebecca.
I love this. This is like bringing up a lot of really good ideas.
Yeah.
This is like a brainstorming creative
Yes. Yeah.
session.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And then our web series after that will be called 1986 called They Want Their Anthrax Hair Back.
Not.
Chest hair back. Oh! Way to bring it back around. Brought it back around. I think we should end on that because that was fun.
Great note.
Yeah.
So Micheline, Rebecca, thank you for coming in.
Tim
Oh.
and
It
Sue.
was so much.
Sue and
so much
Tim.
fun.
Sue and Tim.
Good.
Tim.
This is my first podcast.
Yes.
You beamed us up, Timmy.
Yes. Oh,
And Sue.
see, that's twice now.
I wanted
See,
to-
I get really cranky when people call me that. I'm just saying.
Timmy?
What, Timmy?
Yeah.
Oh, shit
Timmy's
balls.
cute.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
Oh.
But I was like, she doesn't know me, so she can't.
We
she can
should
get
go.
away with it the
Yeah,
once.
we
and
should go.
twice is too much. And
Nothing happened.
Got
but
my
anyway,
purse here,
yes,
quick.
Sue,
Tim?
thank you for coming down.
Thank
It
you
was a
for
good
having
night,
me.
right?
It was.
It was a great night. Yeah. So that was.
It still is. We don't even need to talk about it like it's over.
right. But that was Tim and Sue for the Mind Reels on Smithy.tv, our home away from home, I guess. Yeah, sure, right? Yes.
Sure.
Anyway,
There is a shower in the bathroom.
There
so,
is a
so
shower.
they actually
I
do
can
live
camp
here,
out
I think.
here anytime
wow.
I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I will have a fob.
Sponsored by.
I gotta go feed the cats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, me too. But anyway.
Oh, I've got to go feed
Nice
the cat.
reference.
Nice
Because this
reference.
happens otherwise.
oh, you're actually
I'm
serious.
covered in kitten
Oh,
lunch.
I thought you were making a reference to the scene that you saw earlier tonight.
Oh, ouch.
Scratches and ouch.
Oh.
I do have to. Oh, that's right.
It's a reference in the series. She's like, I gotta go feed my cat.
I'm like, yeah, we know you want to get rid of us. Thanks. We have to go feed our cat too. Yeah, that old line. I heard that one before.
That was just uncomfortable
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you everyone and good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Je Me Souviens Pas.com. Actually,
No,
it's not even.
no.
Shit, I got it. Facebook.
In today's world, people are busy and impatient. We are on information overload. Every minute counts. People want to know what you can do for them. They won't spend time reading or searching, but they will watch a video. If it clearly explains who you are and what you do and tells them what they want to hear, they will reach out to you. You have seconds to get people's attention. You want a video that is engaging and makes the viewer feel as though it is speaking directly to their needs. Add to your sales team a short video and let it do the heavy selling for you. Or add to your social media or wherever your audience is spending their time. Videos can pay back your investment 10 times over. So now that you've heard our message, let's talk about yours. Let's bring your image to life.